Hey there, my friend. Do you struggle to get all the things done in your business day? If you do, you're not alone. I struggle with the same exact thing, but I found 12 time saving hacks for us so that we can work smarter and not harder in our business. Tune in this week as I share the first part of a two-part series with our 12 time saving hacks. Hello, my creative friend. Welcome to Creatives on Fire. Are you oh so tired of the constant struggle to keep up on social media? Do you wish you had more time freedom to actually be creative? Well, listen, I'm Melanie Ferguson, a creative business coach and multi-six-figure online creative business owner who's made so many mistakes growing my blog and social media to hundreds of thousands of followers, only to look up and have very little to show for it. Once I put my head down and added a few key systems and strategies, everything changed for me. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my proven systems and shortcuts, turning those followers into paying customers. So if you're ready, let's take your online business to the next level and leave all the overwhelm behind. Welcome back to the podcast. I am super excited this week to dive into these 12 time-saving hacks for our business. We're going to go through this part one of 6 different hacks. Now, if you are following along in your creative content planner, we are turning the page onto the 4th week of our planning. And I hope that this is going to help us with our daily tasks. So you might want to get out a pen and paper and just kind of take a few notes. I'll also drop some things in the show notes for you to go and refer to. But the first hack that I want to share is to prioritize your time sensitive tasks. This is perfect for the planner, and it is that section that you have right on the left-hand edge called priorities. You can put all of your time sensitive things for the week in that little area. And that would include things that are timely, like with an actual deadline. Something is due. Or maybe it just involves another person, and that in and of itself makes it timely. So think about what things are the most important on your to-do list and put those under the priority section of the planner. Now, if you are new here and you do not know what I'm talking about with the planner, go check it out at creativesonfirepodcast.com/planner. All the information will be there. All right, part 2, hack number 2 is to batch your content. Now, I know we've touched on this before, but I thought it was worthy to readdress because I have some updates for you. So if you missed it, go check out episode number 97 that talks about content batching, just batching all of your content for your socials. Now, this is a task that's a little easier said than done. And I just want to tell you what I found out. When I was batching and doing a great job of getting a lot of content put together in a early and timely manner, that worked out great. But the idea is you continue to do that each week, so you're always ahead. What my mistake was I batched a lot of content, and then I went back and just relaxed and didn't look back until the content was all used up. You guys, this is just a human error, and I am here to share with you that it is okay. Just pick up where you left off. You can start and stop batching whenever you want, but if you can really get this as part of your consistent routine, you will be in better shape. All right, so content batching. The third hack I want to share with you is time blocking. So when you go to start your day, I want you to decide, when are you the most energetic? When do you have the most energy to put into your work? That is the time I want you to block off as dedicated, focused work time. So for me, I like to try and batch 2 to 4 hours before lunchtime. That is when I get a lot of my more crucial thinking, focus time on blog post, writing, things of that nature. Then I'll take a break. And then sometimes in the late afternoon slash after dinner evening time, I'll block off another 2 to 4 hours that I know I have a little more energy. I call it the second wind to get some things done in my business. So, wherever that fits in for you, be sure to be utilizing this crucial hack for time management, which is just blocking. Because I'll tell you what, I have found that when I don't block time out, I will sit there the entire day and get the same amount of work done. I believe there is a principle called, oh my gosh, y'all, I think I'm going to butcher it, but I think it's called the Parkinson's effect. That if you give yourself all day, you will take all day. If you give yourself an hour, you will get it all in within an hour. It's kind of like when you go on vacation, you get more done than you've ever gotten done because you have that strict deadline. So, hack number 3 is to time block. Number 4 is to automate your repetitive tasks. I love this one. So, if you could sit down for just a minute and think about the things that you find yourself working on every single day or all the time or every single week, and make a automation for that. So that might look like a tool like InstaChamp, where I actually will drop a link below in the show notes, but it is the tool where it automatically replies to DMs that comment on your social posts. It automatically replies to comments that you put into your posts that you share, keeping you and saving you time from having to go in and manually enter answers to everybody's questions, the most frequently asked ones. I think another amazing automation is to use either a checklist or a template. So, whenever you have a template for something that you're working on, say it's a blog post, it really can help make or streamline that process. Not only is it going to keep you in check so that you don't forget anything, it's going to give you a jumping off point where you don't have to start from scratch. So, I like to do this in some of my blog posts. If it's a tutorial, there is a template for that. And I just copy and paste it. I take it from the code editor and I paste it over into a fresh blog post. And I open it up and I work on it from there. And it is an amazing time saver not to have to always be starting from scratch. So automate those repetitive tasks, the ones that you find yourself doing over and over and over, so that your life is easier. Now, the fifth hack is kind of right along the lines of the batching that we've kind of already talked about and the time blocking, but I want you to consider batching similar tasks. So instead of just hopping around all day, working a little bit on a blog post and then you don't finish it and then you go and check your email and then you don't get through all of them, and then maybe you go post on social and you get kind of tied up in the feed, and then you go back and you go, oh my gosh, I never finished the blog post and I needed to have that done today. I want you to focus on one thing at a time. And I know that can be really, really hard as creatives, but just take a minute. And if you have a blog post that needs to be done, finish it in its entirety. Finish it till it is complete and you have hit schedule or publish. Okay. If you are scheduling a social post, schedule it all the way and then get out of the platform. All right. So just batch things that are similar all in the same time frame so that you do not find yourself jumping from task to task, which is super tempting. Ask me how I know. And then looking up and having nothing to show for it. You didn't get to mark anything off your to-do list today, right? Okay, sixth hack for you guys to save time in your business is to take breaks. Now, this one might sound really elementary, take breaks, but it's super crucial. I'm here to testify that if you do not take breaks and refresh your mind, you will burn out. You will burn out. I've burned out not once, not twice, but I'm pretty certain I've burned out 3 times in my business. And I really, really don't want that to happen to you.
So you will find that if you will take regularly scheduled breaks throughout your day, that your mind will come back and you will have fresh ideas. You will not make typos. You will get inspired without hesitation. It is miraculous what a break will do for your business. So, number 6, take breaks, schedule those in fact, if it's not something that is natural for you, I want you to go ahead and write them down in your planner there under each day under a specific time and just put taking a break and maybe even write what it is, making myself a cup of hot tea or going and grabbing a Starbucks or rewarding myself with a Sonic drink, or I am going outside for a quick walk, whatever that break is. And I want you to reflect on episode 74 of the podcast. And in case you missed it, that is a social media detox challenge because the break doesn't always have to be just a daily time block for you to take time off, but it could also mean a big break, like a few days, or it could be a couple of weeks, or something could happen where you don't have a choice and you have to take some time off. So go check out that episode for some inspiration and some ideas. But this is the end of our 12 hacks, part 1. So it was 6 hacks to help you save time in your business. I hope you find it super helpful, my friend. If you would like to check out the planner, it is going to be one of your time-saving tools that you're going to want to have in your back pocket. And you can find that at creativesonfirepodcast.com/planner. All right, my friend, until next time, stay creative.
Thank you so much, my friend, for tuning in each and every week. If you learned something new or were inspired from today's episode, I would be incredibly grateful if you would take a minute and just leave a review. Bonus points if you share this episode by screenshotting it and tagging me on social at Creatives on Fire Podcast. I'll share you in my stories when you do. In the meantime, keep rocking your business and don't forget, no one else will ever be you. And that is your creative superpower.